Back in 2011, you'll notice that CVS, who is the owner of Omnicare, which is our current pharmacy provider, they put in a proposal to buy PharMerica, but the FTC intervened. And since then, they had to let that expire. And later on, KKR actually bought PharMerica. So what I would say is in 2011, it looked like PharMerica was maybe not as strong as it is now, but with KKR having bought that, and that's Walgreens, PharMerica it's a strong, viable company. My concern with CVS, which is our Omnicare, is they have been trying to sell their long-term care pharmacy division, and they are coming in at the highest pricing. One of my concerns is with them having lost the contract for Genesis, I'm not sure that CVS is still interested in carrying the long-term care business. I don't know that. I look at the recent history and it gives me some concern. So Commissioner England, I hear your request about the medical director and the pharmacist, and we've not had any issues with that. In fact, we do know the new pharmacist from Health Direct, Eric, because he was so involved in coming out and doing the clinics. Plus, we know him from being in assisted living. Very reputable, has great recommendations. Honestly, part of me has a worry that CVS is not interested in maintaining their long-term care pharmacy subdivision, and their proposal was the costliest. They just didn't seem like they really wanted this. So I didn't consult the medical director because it's really the nurses that work day in, day in with all the medication, and it impacts them the most. The doctor will always work with the pharmacy provider for the formulary, and the formulary will be dependent on what the medical director decides. So that's always going to be a part of the process, regardless of which pharmacy we stay with or go with.
Thank you. I will so move the motion.
And just to repeat it for the record, motion for the nursing home administrator to accept the bid proposal from Health Direct for the provision of primary services to begin in 2025 for a 3-year initial contract. It moved by Commissioner England, seconded by Commissioner Clark. And any questions? Seeing none, Commissioner England?
Aye.
And Commissioner Clark?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.
Chris,
Yeah.
should we just mention that prior to the recording starting, that really the only business that was taken up was this recommendation?
There was no department heads, there was no public comment. Well, there was a short public comment thanking us for alerting the public to where the meeting was going to be. But that's it.
Otherwise, it was just the pharmacy business.
No.
Yeah.
Master agenda item number 1207, certificate of vote. Suzanne Bansley and Chris Kosa here. Action expected to vote to authorize the application submission and subsequent award acceptance of New Hampshire Homeland Security EMPG for the Advanced EMS Fire Radio Network Equipment Project in which Cheshire County will fiscally sponsor $1,250,000 grant on behalf of Southwestern District Fire Mutual Aid. I'll start and then Suzanne can fill in. As you know, we were able to get some ARPA funding from the state of New Hampshire that they had left over to help with Southwest Fire Mutual Aid. As you also know, that took a while for the state to get to this point, but when the state does get to a point, then they want things turned around really quick. And so we have until next Friday, I believe,
to sign the contract.
But this is
which
really
means they have
important.
to make it first.
Right, so this is really important what we're doing here today, but we do need to have your signature on the document that you have and that you will have signed. And then Ken will then witness it, and also I'll put in the minutes that the commissioners agree to the conditions of to the certificate of vote terms and conditions.
Yes, added clarity. So they are putting this under the Emergency Management Planning Grant. Exact details, side note for Chris, I need to reach out to them and ask them questions for clarity. It's not a perfect fit for the grant, but I think that it's a great application portal. Yesterday, I filled in all of the pieces of the application, but details are still yet to be decided, mainly through email correspondence.
Yeah.
I sent out a draft of the information. Chris saw it. Because this is a portion of the project, one big thing we need to decide as soon as possible is what part of the project will this portion cover? I think I'm unclear if there's a requirement of match. Obviously, we know it's not the whole project amount, but are they requiring a match, meaning we have to document it?
We were told no.
No for the match, okay.
This is just money that if they don't have designated by December of 2024, and then spent by December 2026, then if they lose the money goes back.
Okay, so I have
Sorry.
some questions
Oh,
on how to
sorry.
fill out the application, given that information, because, you know, online forms, it fills in things. So there's a few details to be determined, but what you're signing off on is both, I can submit this application, which I am hopeful to do by Friday, and that when awarded, Chris can just sign off on it, so we don't have to bring it back next week. And I hope that doing this now and signing the certificate now will achieve that, but it is possible you will hear all of this all over again next week if there is some surprise when they issue the agreement. But either way, they want to issue the agreement and have it signed and returned to them with meeting minutes by next Friday.
For $1,250,000, I'll listen again.
Yeah. So.
I might just come and chat to you anyway, because if not this grant, I have other ones.
Can I ask Suzanne, is the minutes to the meeting gonna be today's?
That's what I'm thinking, yes.
We'll have to put something.
That's what I'm
together.
thinking. And well, if you include the certificate of vote terminology and that last minute sentence that I found buried in fine print.
Yeah.
I think based on everything that I've read, that should achieve it.
Okay.
And that this should be it. But like I said, if I missed something because they can't issue the agreement until I finish the application, I can't finish the application without unknown information right now. We go through the process and find that there was this one thing that we don't know yet,
So.
but I'm hopeful this achieves it. Either way, I will be seeing you next week with other items, so it's not an inconvenience on my part.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, again, just for the record, say, I need a motion to authorize the application submission and subsequent award acceptance of New Hampshire Land Homeland Security EMPG for the Advanced EMS Fire Radio Network Equipment Project, in which Cheshire County be fiscal sponsor of $1,250,000 grant on behalf of the Southwest New Hampshire District Fire Mutual Aid.
So moved.
Plus accepting the terms and conditions of the agreement that we do not yet have.
Plus, agreeing to the terms and conditions brought forward.
Yes,
So moved.
Second. All right. Any
very
questions?
good.
Seeing none, Commissioner England,
Aye.
Commissioner Clark,
Yes.
Commissioner Clark, if you could sign and then hand back to me, then we are good to go, and I'll have.
So that will go to Kim.
Yep.
And also discovered after sending out are these 3 items that I set up for you to sign.
Okay,
So Kim goes on those, 3 for you there.
okay.
So
And
that
then-
brings it just over $2 million.
We got almost 2.2.
This is in addition to the 936,000.
That's
Right.
that's the
Yeah.
2.1, it's 2.1, just under 2.2.
These will be on different timelines, and that's the big catch with this, is
Yeah.
that we have a multi-step, long timeline, and now we have 2 sources of funding that are on completely different schedules. This one has to be obligated and spent as soon as possible. The other one isn't even going to flow for over a year. So looking at what needs to be done, I still need to confirm, but I think that it makes the most sense to put this part towards the civil work, would be my guess.
This will also accelerate the program, won't it? I mean, the radios. getting them on.
I don't know, because you gotta do all of it before you can use any of it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's.
But I mean, all of the boards of selectmen would have to add hundreds of thousands of dollars to their budgets.
No.
If they don't, yeah.
No, but here's the thing.
No,
about
no,
that.
if not for this,
Oh, yeah, it's like a 300%,
yeah.
between 300 to 400% increase that the towns would have to find. And we're hoping to continue to search out and find other revenues to get to that, you know, cover as much as possible we can of this project, so that at the end of the day, the residents that will have to cover those costs don't feel that the whole impact. So though it doesn't fall underneath the county, it's one of those situations where we feel it's important for us to help out.
Well, it affects our citizens by a lot.
Yeah.
It covers every Cheshire County town,
Mhm.
plus 15 more southwestern towns and several in Vermont as well. So it affects our entire county. I, for one, would want first responders to be able to communicate with each other should I be airlifted somewhere at any given time.
But we don't
It
want
never
you to be-
happens.
We don't want you to be airlifted in the first place. So- And you're not skiing this year, so there's a good.
I'm not
chance.
skiing this year, so there is a good chance that this year I'm fine, which is why we need to put the project in place by next winter.
All right, I'm gonna move forward with, really, my report is very brief. And it's two things real quickly. One is we've been working a lot on getting this up and running and coordinating all this all week. It's taken some time. And the other is just trying to get everything ready, for the, no, I have it. already. I already have it right here.
it down to Ken.
All right.
All right.
And the other.
Hey,
is
Ken,
just
heads
getting-
up, I'm coming on down for you.
Just getting this meeting roll ready.
Thank you, guys.
So,
Cheers.
really, that's about where we stand. But there is, unless there's any old business,
You got my notice on, Sullivan County joining CBC.
yeah, I saw everything. I actually read the thing and Derek's
Yeah.
comments and stuff.
Yeah,
So we're-
so does that mean Keene is next, right?
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
Well, I think they're dying to get out of the contract they're in because they're
Yeah.
getting that much more.
yeah,
So,
they don't wanna hear
so
about it.
that's the third county.
I've been very kind.
Yeah. New business. All right, the consent agenda will not occur until 2nd of October, because we have to get some of the minutes done. I just haven't, had that.
Other than the manifest.
And
part
the
of-
manifest, to vote to accept the weekly manifest on September 18th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All right, Commissioner England?
This
Aye.
one.
Commissioner Clark, thank you. There is nothing on the calendar that we need to be
Today.
talking about today. And we do have a non-public that I don't believe will take that long, but
No, I'll do it next week.
are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Are we
Then-
here? Are we here?
Yeah, yes, we will be here.
Okay,
That
that's
didn't
good.
take
'cause I
long at
just-
all.
What's that?
That didn't take long at all.
Yeah. I also did notice, you probably didn't see it, but there'll be a flu clinic here next,
I saw that, yeah.
okay, next
Yeah,
Wednesday
they asked me
from
to use
11,
my office like normal.
so you can get flu shots at
Well, you only tell me when that is.
What about
11
public
to
shots?
The thing is they only give you the regular
12:30.
shot,
Well,
next Wednesday.
next Wednesday, but they only give you the regular shot.
If
Just-
you need one that's, for
More
the,
stronger or
for
something.
the,
The senior.
Senior,
The
that-
senior
that's what-
citizen one. you mean.
you can go to the nursing home.
Yeah.
no, I'm in denial.
Me too.
I'm taking the young man's.
Okay. Doug, we're about to
Show
adjourn,
off.
so you're. Okay.
Do you, when did you want to talk today, Chris, about the other thing we were texting about?
Probably this afternoon. I'll give you a call, I'll give you a call in a little bit.
Yep, between 1 and 3, I'm open. I got meetings 12:15 to 1 and 3 to 4:30, but let me know what
Right.
works for you. Okay.
I'm gonna be at DOC at 3.
Oh, okay. If you want to, if you're able to, you want to stop. I'll actually have a meeting right before that also. It's 2:45. I gotta, so let me know. Give me a call.
2 to
All right,
4.
thanks. Well, yeah,
Maybe we
then
can call them.
prior.
Yeah, okay.
All right, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
All right.
aye.
Seeing, Commissioner England, Commissioner Clark, we are adjourned.
Sorry, I asked my question of Catherine.
Almost
So
reached across
what
the
did you
table.
say? You have to go do Radically Rural? Is that what it is?
Yeah, they called me last night. They want me to say a few words.
So that's why you get the suit on?
That's why I look pretty today as best I can.
And trying-
Where's your tie?
No, fine.
Oh, I don't know.
Thank you again for the call.
No worries.
Sorry to make you drive all the way into Keene for,
Oh,
Such a
it's never
small-
a problem. I appreciate being able to participate.
okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna bring this downstairs. You're all signed up. All you have to do is walk down and just walk in.
Get our key back, huh?
All right? I'll be back in about,
Bye.
probably about a half an hour.
Bye. See you then.
So to the Colonial, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Oh, I Yes, oh, I need to end this meeting, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Good idea.
Are there any extra pens up here?
let me, you can take this one.
Are you sure?
How do I do this?
Thank you so much.
I guess I'm just gonna end it.